Hello everyone, welcome to GNU according to CD, that is Government of National Unity. So guys, please do not misunderstand me or misquote me out of context here. I want to show you two videos, and both of these videos, I would say they are the childbirth of the African National Congress, which is the ANC, the former governing party of this country in the past 30 years. And as you guys already know, that when the ANC took over from the apartheid government, the borders were opened. Yeah. They were opened immediately we walked into democracy in 1994. So not even the remnants, the results of that carelessness, the people of South Africa are beginning, or they have been suffering the consequences of this action by the African National Congress. Now, you have here Congress of South African Students, COSAS.
I want to bring in now the president of COSAS to speak to us. And of course, this is a sensitive topic. Tell us, what is the program of the day that you have planned?
No, thank you very much, and thank you to the viewers of the newsroom. Today we came here as the Congress of South African Students to make sure that we came here to protect our learners, and we want the spaza shops to be closed because we are angry. We are not going to be killed by these foreigners who don't believe, who don't belong to this country of ours. So we want to make clear that the foreigners must be out of this country because they are killing our brothers and sisters. So ours is just there to deliver the memorandum to the director of the municipality, Comrade Justice. As the demands that we put on the memorandum is that we want foreigners to be out of the country because we are not safe in this country, because these people, they are selling things that are expired to our learners. So that's why the many students they have been killed because of these people.
Yeah.
And then you also have the ANC Youth League.
We demand that the SARS and Home Affairs may take us serious as the Youth League. We want these people to be documented. If they are not documented, they must be thrown out of our country. We can't have kids that will die in front of us every day. Trauma. Families are going through trauma today. Now people, they can think that we are campaigning or anything. We are not, but we are sensing with the family, because family now are mourning. All these families are mourning. They are there, their kids are fighting for their lives there. And then we must just sit down and do nothing. This is our country. We must fight for this country. Normally, it's not like this thing. It's the first thing that we do. We do it every day, but our government wants something to happen so that they can take us serious. Now we all have you here, media guys and everyone else, because children have died. This must be a sacrifice for them so that we can fight for this country and have a better country. Let it be. But we won't allow these kids to rest for nothing. The families, they are in trauma, my sister. Even now, when I'm speaking to you like this, I'm also crying myself because of, I know the pain that this family going through. A child 6 years old and 4 years old, you're thinking you'll see your son graduating, having something in life, but because of some illegal shops, our sons are no more anymore. We can't have that thing. We must act as the youth. If this thing must raise that thing that was raised in 1994.
Both these one is for high school students, in fact, school children. It represents school children, speaks on behalf of school children, and they're supposed to have the president sitting at municipal level, at provincial level. They sit at provincial legislatures and things like that, as well as national. They're supposed to also sit in parliament as observers, or what you call that other position, ex officio members of these bodies, to listen, observe, and also contribute policies that they believe supposed to be in the best interest. Let's say, for example, COSAS, in the best interest of students, right? That things that students are going through from primary school, high school, then of course even tertiary institutions. But COSAS is most definitely for basic education, because if you go to university, this is where now you find political parties that have to contest for SRC, Student Representative Council. And so on that level, that's what they do. They fight for the students on the fees must fall, and free education, etc., and so on. Now, the problem that I'm having right now, the ANC has lost, obviously, and continues to lose favor in the people of South Africa, meaning that the people that believed and have been voting for the ANC, come what may, are now beginning to pull themselves away from the ANC. I am saying this to say because if you look at the 2024 general elections that were held on the 29th of May 2024, the ANC was reduced from 57%, I think it was 57.6%, down to 40% in 2024. And clearly, this is an indicator that South Africans are firing a shot at the ANC. Now we are headed to 2026. This is local government elections. This is where the power lies. Because where there is power, there is also money, right? So now the rise of the ANC Youth League, who have been dormant since Julius Malema left the ANC in 2012 and formed his own political party, which is the Economic Freedom Fighters, or EFF as it were. And now these guys, they have gotten an opportunity, and they are grabbing this opportunity out of an unfortunate event of 5 children. I'm getting mixed reports that there are now 8 children that since lost their lives because of food poisoning. That I believe it is fake food poisoned by carelessness of these manufacturers by the foreign nationals. And now they are taking the space. They're taking the space and they're making sure that the media is focusing on them. And yet, this same organization, the ANC Youth League and COSAS, quiet when the green, white, and green people are taking away their future by selling them drugs, by even recruiting students. I'm talking basic education students like primary school and high school, giving them drugs to sell inside of schoolyards. Now, I went to an all-boys school. And my old boys' school, I'm not going to say the suburb that it's in, but it turns out, I found out recently when I visited the school because I had to give a valediction speech, and I was told that the area now in where my school, the suburb where my school is situated, is now filled with green, white, and green people trying their level best to penetrate my high school because it's an all boys school. Now, what they did not count on, because this is something that my school has always had. This school, it is a British Royal School owned, okay? And as a result of that, the British royal family, they guard their schools wherever they are in the world jealously. They even have intelligence in those schools. And they also, inside the school, you will get psychologists, you're going to get doctors and a nurse, and you are going to get guidance teachers as well, in case you are not sure what you want to do with your life. They basically take you through a process of guiding you by looking at the things that you are interested in. They look at the subjects that you are good at, and they are able to guide you to say, okay, you are more like before. There used to be these universities and colleges. Back in the day, there were only 3 types of tertiary institutions. There was universities, technicons, and technical colleges. So according to your performance at school, the school guidance teacher, together with the psychologist, when they are guiding you for your future, they'll be able to tell you that, no, you are more a university material, simply because you are more theoretical than you are practical. Now, the practical ones, or maybe a mixture of practical and theory, then they will advise you to go to a technicon college. And then if you are more technical and you believe in seeing things with your eyes and touching things with your eyes and fixing things with your eyes, of course, you'll be advised to go to a technical college. If you are more theory, then you are university material. That was how things were in my high school. Now, these green, white, and green people have tried to penetrate my school, not knowing that the school has intelligence that are basically fighting them off to this very day. And they are failing to penetrate the school, and they don't understand how. And of course, the other reason why they cannot penetrate those my school is because most of the kids, they come from wealthy families. They don't walk to school and then walk back home after school. They are dropped inside the schoolyard. They basically, my school has a drop off zone and also a pickup zone. And all is happening inside the yard of the school. So nobody walks out of the school with their own feet unless you are going to take the school bus, which, by the way, the school bus has to drive into the schoolyard and pick up students, and off they go. Now, what am I trying to say here is the green, white, and green people, they are not only destroying our children in our communities, on the streets of our communities, they are going inside of our schools. And guess who is supposed to be guarding all of that? Or at least who's supposed to be the intelligence, in air quotes here, is COSAS. Things would not have escalated to the level they are if COSAS was working in the best interest of students, basically pupils. Because there's a difference between pupils and students. Students are found at university or tertiary institution, and pupils are found in basic education. Things would not have escalated to this level, and the green, white, and green people would not even be close to any of our schools in South Africa and recruiting young boys and girls to sell inside of the schoolyards these white powder and other pills that they sell to the students. Then let's come outside of the education field and go to our communities, where you're supposed to find the ANC Youth League at the time when their political party, the mother body, was in governance, opening borders. Why were they quiet? Why we're not saying anything about the consequences? Because I'm assuming the ANC Youth League's job is foot soldiers as well as your academic members of the Youth League. The academic part of the Youth League, they're supposed to be working in predicting things about our communities and also foreseeing danger of having people that are not even supposed to be in South Africa. They're supposed to have questioned or asked questions about why Pakistanis are in South Africa, why are Bangladeshis are in South Africa, why are Somalis in South Africa, why Ethiopians are in South Africa, why Nigerians are in South Africa. When you look at it, what war is going on in their countries, and then look into the international laws when it comes to refugees and asylum seekers, where the principle is very clear that if you are being persecuted or you're running away from danger or from war or from natural disasters, your first safe country is your neighboring country. Why come all this way to South Africa? That is what the ANC Youth League ought to have done. Now, we are seeing them marching, and they even say, oh no, we're not doing this because we are campaigning. No, you are doing this because you are campaigning. You are doing this because the people of Naledi and everywhere else in South Africa have lost favor in the ANC. Now you are trying to reintroduce yourselves into the lives of South Africans by showing as if you care, and yet you fail the people of South Africa by not questioning these things and taking them to your mother body and have the ANC executive committee to make decisions about this and then eject them all out of our country because there is no legal reason why they are here. There is no way that we are going to be made fools of by the ANC Youth League and COSAS. Yeah, they speak beautiful language. Great, awesome, love it. But it's too late. All of this would have been curbed a long time ago had we had visionary leaders. If we had visionary leaders, we would not be in this situation today. We would not be. So I am sorry, I don't buy it. I do not buy it because you are here to fool me. You are here to try and reignite whatever I felt for the ANC before. Unfortunately, that ship has sailed. And I'm sure many South Africans in this country also feel the same way as I do. So no, you are the wrong people to be speaking on behalf of the people of Naledi, irrespective of how you feel. If you're speaking as an individual and a member of a community, I understand. But as the organization that has took us and brought us here, you don't have a right. You don't have a right. You should actually say, I am ashamed of my political party for having put us in this situation. Take accountability. Take accountability instead of fooling the people of Naledi as well as South Africa. There is no way we are going to allow this. This is nonsense.